But first, let's talk about what's hot now. Thank you. This is a sparkly.
It is.
Gorgeous.
You know what it is? I'm obsessed with sequins, and during the holidays, I say wear them frequently and often as you can, because I love the little sparkle during the holidays.
It's so cute.
See?
So cute.
Thank you.
You're blinding me. All right.
It was Showstar. I was watching the Today Show. I was walking by. I'm like, oh my gosh, Liliana's like
She's
amazing.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, another sign that the world is coming to an end. I just read that Kendall Jenner can pocket up to $300,000 for a single post, on one post on social media, and she can pocket up to $300,000. That's according to an app that ranks models, and it says that high-profile models, their text, their posts, anything they post is worth between $125,000 and $300,000. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane. It's like, show mama the money. I want a $300,000 for a second tweet.
But she's got, what is it, 65 million followers, so to advertisers.
And target marketing. I mean, I was born in the wrong decade. If social media was around during NSYNC, I'd be getting paid right now.
Oh, wait,
you would be rolling in dough.
I mean, it would be amazing. All this, and that's not even your job. That's just bonus money.
But you had some lucrative moments.
I mean, yeah. I mean, people will pay some ridiculous prices for some things. I mean,
What's the highest price?
Well, we did a bar mitzvah one time just for a cool $1 million. I mean, just to do like 3 songs. Yeah, just like that. One of the heads of AOL wanted that for his daughter. So
did you have to socialize or anything? To sing?
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, we had the best time at the Oh, yeah. It was great. We were only scheduled to be there for 30 minutes, do 3 songs, but we stayed for
$1 million.
But we stayed for a couple hours, played with everyone. It was great. Yeah.
So you really earned it then, yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff really teased me off because it's like, no, I mean, number one, I'm jealous because I can't even get 30 cents to walk down the street. But, you know, I hope that, and I'm sure you're very generous. I know you've donated, but I hope they take that money and they donate it to somebody. You know, I would love to see teachers get that kind of stuff and people who really help.
It would be nice.
That kind of cash.
I know. I think about that all the time. You know, with these models, just sending one text and they get $300,000. You know, my mom would have had to work, 10 years to get that as a teacher, and it's so.
But we don't live in a fair society.
No,
that's the way it is. You know, celebrity is celebrated.
And obviously, these companies are making some money off of this, so it must equal out somehow to them.
I think it can be a really good investment for a company. You know, a commercial costs millions of dollars, so $300,000 isn't that much, and if it's reaching that specific target market that's your consumer, then it's a smart play for a
it's
company.
money well spent for them.
If that's the case, I'm a plus-size model. Please donate donuts and large underwear.
What is going on with Donald Trump? After months of being divisive and attacking everyone under the sun, he goes on Jimmy Kimmel last night talking about uniting the Republican Party, playing nice. So is this a new kind of gentler Trump?
Yeah, it's obvious what's happening right now. You know, the GOP has come together. They have their game plan finally. They've realized Donald Trump is not going anywhere, and the only way for Republicans to really have a chance for this next election is to show that they are united. And they have come together just in this last week, I think, before this last debate, and they have a game plan now. And Donald Trump is playing into that.
That's more presidential. Yeah. I'm like, that's one of the sides. But everyone knows a zebra doesn't change his stripes.
Right.
The minute he gets something,
exactly.
It's going to come. If he's put in a corner in the next week or so, or someone says something nasty about him, he's going to come out swinging. It's all going to change.
I totally agree, and I've heard this conversation happen. It's because he needs the delegates. He cannot get the nomination if he doesn't unify the delegates of the GOP, and that is who he's playing to now. He's gotten smart. He's gotten wise. He knows he needs those delegates.
Yeah, but you don't, like you said, you don't change overnight. You are who you are. It just seems so phony. That's
you know what I think? The one thing about Donald Trump, and we all know that I'm not a real supporter of him or his hair. Is that I don't think he's not a person that can lead this country. We may not like his attitude, but I think he's one of the more qualified candidates of the people that's sitting there. He's a businessman. He has a lot of people behind him in America. I mean, there's a lot of people in America that support him. We may not all support him, but there are a lot of people that do it. So I think he is trying to pull himself together a little bit and say, you know what, it's time for me to take my lead, because I think he's going to be the person that's going to be running for the Republican Party.
He lost me with all this anti-Muslim rhetoric of his. So that's what did it for me. I just feel like...
And it's,
that's not a leader. That's
not a leader.
And
not American.
And there's bad stuff going on in this country right now. I don't know if you know about the judge in Brooklyn. She was sworn in last week. She's Muslim. She swore in on the Quran. That is her Bible. That's what she believes in. She is now getting death threats from people. Yeah. And the interesting thing is, she's not the first Muslim to to be a judge. She's not the first Muslim to swear on the Quran. There's nothing in the Constitution or our laws that say that at a swearing you have to swear on anything.
Right.
You know, you don't have to use the Bible if you don't want to. So what's interesting, she's the first one since the attacks in Paris and San Bernardino, though. So I think people, there's a lot of hate.
Well, it shows you the rhetoric's working. This anti-Muslim rhetoric is going crazy, and it's so dangerous because you don't understand when you're talking about banning Muslims from coming to the country, that only helps ISIS recruit all these Muslims to. I mean, that's so dangerous.
You're furthering their mission
Do you not
by doing
understand that as a politician? That is so dangerous to be playing with that. And you know, coming back to this judge, you want the person swearing on something that keeps them accountable, something that they truly believe in.
Well, you can swear on the Constitution, you can swear on you do not have to, it's a tradition. George Washington started it way back when, and you do not have to put your hand on a Bible. It's more, you can put it on whatever you really
Exactly, or nothing. You don't have to do nothing at all.
Affirm,
I just want to tell you some of the phone calls she's received. This is one. You are not an American because you got sworn in on a Quran. You're a terrorist. We're going to get you.
It's ridiculous.
Well,
that's
pure racism.
I just want to. I want to say something because I think the issue is to not. I don't condone any of that, first of all.
Right.
And I believe that if she wanted to swear on the Quran, whatever she wanted to do, it was her right to do that. We do have freedoms here in America. What I wanted to address is that it's easy to say it's rhetoric and people are just buying into all these things, but there's a lot of fear in this country and people don't know what's going on.
They're creating fear.
But let me finish, please. Yeah. This country was founded on Christian principles, and you have a lot of people who believe in Christ and have Christian beliefs, and anything, I understand that, but anything that's contrary to that and it's happening so quickly, you have to give people time to pull up to what's going on. And I think
this is not about Christianity. This is about ignorance.
It's not about it, but you have to understand where people are coming from. They see anything that's different from what they believe, and they go, everything's changing. I understand.
But it doesn't make it right.
What if I'm Jewish and I want to swear on the Torah, and I want is that a problem for Americans that I swear on the Torah?
Because I just told you that I believe
be.
that people can do whatever they want, but I like to look from the other side and see that there are people that do not understand. So instead of doing this, I think it's resistance when you go, stop doing that, stop believing that, you're wrong. Let's explain to people so that they get more information about what's going on.
But they're not
instead
listening.
of saying you're bad for believing that. We have to educate people that not all Muslims are bad and that ISIS is something completely different. We can't lump people together. It's about a conversation.
But can you educate a person who is calling a judge that they don't know and threatening their life? Is that person even receptive to education?
You can't educate them, but we should definitely try because ignorance is not something we should continue to promote.
Well, absolutely.
Absolutely, but...
All right, I want to move on. You decide whether this is racial profiling or not. A San Francisco woman visits a sporting goods store recently, and she's asking about ammunition for her AR-15 rifle. Okay. She doesn't end up buying the ammunition. She goes home. A few days later, the police knock on her door. They want to know why she wanted the ammunition. Apparently, the store called the cops. She says that is racial profiling, that they decided because she's Indian and her skin is a darker color than, you know, a lot of people, that they assume she's probably Muslim, maybe jihadist, who knows, and they decided that they wanted to check her out. She's very upset about it. She says if this had been one of her friends, it never would have happened. She knows people who've gone in and asked for ammunition, nothing happens. She's actually an instructor, firearms instructor, and training to be in the police department. She's going to join the police department.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. She was racially profiled. Let's be honest here. Yeah. But the thing is, if she's a firearms instructor, show your badge. Show something that validates who you are. Don't create this kind of it seems a little bit of a drama.
But here's my question: did this happen in California? It was in California. Okay, so here's the thing. So California currently has a law that's being appealed. It basically says that you have to show photo ID and make a face-to-face transaction. Under the existing law, you don't have to show any ID at all. So maybe this is a step.
Perpetuating, I agree with you. I think she's perpetuating a little bit by causing a little drama. If she just went up front and said, here's who I am, here's what I do, you see my license.
So don't you think that should be required of everybody, not just because she's,
I didn't think I think it should be required of everyone, but here in California, to bring up your point, anyone who's, the only people that are flagged now are if you buy over 3,000 rounds of ammunition. Those are the only people that are flagged. I think 8 boxes of ammunition, I think it should be flagged a little bit. Or assault rifle.
But do you think had she been, white skin, that would have happened? Probably not.
But in a day that we're trying to be vigilant, we're telling everyone to be vigilant. This was a flag for this person. It was the same gun just used in San Bernardino, just around the corner. So it was a flag. I think this is a legit flag.
All right. It's a controversial topic, no matter how you
It
guys
sucks, but that's
But
just
they
what's
should.
happening.
But at the end of the day, you need to profile everyone. Go find everybody. Go to their house and investigate everyone, not just her.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people out
I
there.
agree. I wish we were at that point.
wish we were.
Yeah. You don't have to have dark skin to be a terrorist, that's for sure.